Hello, friend. I want to tell you about the Citroën C5 car. Visually, a large and elegant limousine and a slightly pumped-up station wagon are great cars for covering long distances. Comfort is increased by the high-drop pneumatic suspension, which is not something to be afraid of. What to look for when buying. The second-generation Citroën C5, sometimes mistakenly called the third, became famous for its incredible ride comfort and rather strange ergonomics. The first is due to the spacious, comfortable interior and high-drop pneumatic suspension, higher equipment standards. The second, the overload of the dashboard with buttons and a steering wheel with a rotating rim, but a stationary airbag. The spacious and usually well-equipped car has no sporting aspirations at all, even with V6 engines, but it drives confidently. However, its greatest advantage is the comfort of the suspension. This is due to the multi-link suspension equipped with the Hydractive 3GA1 system. Although models without high-drop pneumatics are also comfortable, they are not as comfortable. The high-drop pneumatic damping system is not problematic, and unless there is a serious failure, controller, or high-pressure pump, it is not more expensive to service than the traditional solution with springs and shock absorbers. However, if you want to buy a car with a mileage of 250,000 kilometers or more, it is worth considering the version with a classic chassis. However, suspension maintenance is the C5's most expensive area to operate. The wishbones wear out a bit earlier than in many of its competitors, and the wheel bearings aren't particularly durable either. Petrol engines are two eras. Until 2009 to 2010, naturally aspirated, traditional units with indirect fuel injection 1.8, 2.0, and 3.0 were used. They are suitable for gasification and can be repaired cheaply. Then they were replaced by modern, but unfortunately underdeveloped engines created together with BMW, 1.6 VTI and 1.6 THP. Their main problems are the timing drive, valve timing control, oil consumption, and emergency control electronics. A better choice after the facelift are diesels, provided that someone needs such engines. From the weak 1.6 HDI through the 2.0 HDI appropriate for the size of the car, and on the slightly complicated and potentially more expensive to repair 2.2 and 3.0 HDI. Diesel engines that I do not recommend are the 2.2 HDI biturbo and 2.7 HDI. Both were offered until 2009. Common faults of the Citroën C5: problems with the timing drive and control of VTI and THP engines, high oil consumption and carbon buildup in the THP engine, turbocharger damage, including THP engine seizure resulting from lack of oil, VI engine variable valve timing control failures, typical diesel failures in the 1.6 HDI engine, oil leaks in the 2.0 HDI engine, risk of seizure or overheating of the 2.7 HDI engine, problems with timing in the 2.7 HDI engine, general electrical failures. What to look for? Cars as young as possible, preferably with high-drop pneumatic suspension. Up to the year 2010, I recommend petrol engines. After that year, diesels. What to avoid? Cars with error messages and accidents, as well as with faulty high-drop pneumatics. You have to be careful with all petrol engines from 2010, especially the turbocharged 1.6 THP. I do not recommend 2.2 biturbo and 2.7 diesels. Also, cars with automatic transmission. Thanks for listening to me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and rate my video. If you know of any problems with this car that I haven't mentioned, be sure to write about them in the comments.